of us shooting an ambassador video.
Yeah, student tips.
Host family?
When you arrive in your host country, a couple of things can happen. Either you go straight to your host family, or you go to a welcome family.
So welcome family is when an IC falls in love with the application and thinks that you'll fit right into the community. It just means that you'll stay with them until your IC finds you a permanent home.
I feel like the host family is very important because they support you during your year.
I think your host family is such an important part of your year because you just spend so much time with them, and after a while you just have such an awesome relationship, and
you become a part of the family.
It's really your second family. It's crazy.
The people that are going to give you a good time, they're the people that you're going to be surrounded by all the time, and that's going to be your new family.
It's your foundation, it's your new comfort zone.
It was amazing living with another family because they were so different from my original family in Denmark, and they just had that good energy that I just connected with them.
They treat you like their own kid.
You're definitely part of the family.
Yeah. It's not like you're a guest there. They love you for who you are, and they my host parents, they talk to me and this is my new Swedish daughter, and that made me feel really loved and welcomed.
There's no typical host family. They really come in all shapes and sizes.
You might live with a single parent, or maybe their kids are already moved out, or they don't have kids yet, or maybe you have a lot of siblings, so it can really be anything.
Living with a single host mom is very different than living back in my home country with my family. It's not worse or better, it's just really different than what you're used to, and that is what an exchanger is about, to learn new things.
Some host families host 2 exchange students, and what's really cool about that is that you get to share your experience with somebody who is your own age and doing the same thing, but you also get to have another culture in your home because they're never from your home country. And that's a really great experience to just have somebody in your home that knows what you're going through. Saturday morning for us was just cleaning up. Everyone had their own chore and everyone had to have it done on Saturday morning before we could leave. It was really great because it made me a part of the family right from the start, and I didn't feel like a guest anymore. I just felt like one of their own.
At first it might be a little awkward. You might not know if you can go just grab anything out of the fridge, but then you get used to it, and it's just an everyday life after that.
I think what took me most getting used to is that in the US it's pretty normal to let your parents know where you are all the time. And when I was in the Netherlands, my parents didn't ask that of me, and so I did do that in the US.
My advice to a student adapting to a new host family would be just be yourself, because EF does such a good job connecting the right people with each other. So you just gotta be yourself.
Go with the flow. Just when you arrive, it's going to be awkward for the first 24 hours. It's just as awkward for them, but just go with the flow and know that it's going to be all right. It's going to end up being the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Yes, and be positive and outgoing, and afterwards stay in touch. Please.
Stay in touch.
Stay in touch.
Because they're a forever family.
Yes.